Three, two, one, now.
Hey
What
guys,
you know about rolling
Shut
down in
up!
the
Today we're doing the Star Wars Hotties tier list maker, and we're just gonna be ranking our favorite characters. The first one is obviously S.
Yes.
Wait, is this serious or no?
Wait, is it serious?
I think we should do it seriously. I want to put peanut M&M on the top sauce.
So this is Jango Fett. He got
Please,
beheaded. That was really sad.
Please, can we put him in S? Because we had like this entire inside joke with him.
How compelling is his character actually?
No, yeah. I feel like he was. Oh wait, we need to add like words. So
Lover.
Inside me now.
No.
A for Anakin.
Like,
S for Shivi.
Average, bad, garbage.
Oh, they rhyme. Oh, you're rapping.
Not rapping. Average, bad, garbage. There.
Supreme leader.
Isn't Supreme the brand that Rice Gum wears?
Can there be a category between average and bad that's just as in like we don't really care, but they're not a bad character?
Like indifferent.
Yeah, indifferent.
Yeah.
Like we're ranking them like as characters, not like as like in terms of how much we like them.
No, but we're ranking them as characters, as both characters we like and how well we think they're written because it's our opinion.
Yes. He had like a cool fight with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
He had like this. He had tea with Mace.
He did have tea with Mace.
Yeah, but you know who didn't care at me?
You know what the tea was? Him dying.
Yeah.
It was really cool because we finally because obviously he's like the original of all of the clones. So it was like a Boba Fett face reveal like through Jango Fett. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I think I would put him in average.
Yeah, he was an average character. Like he did a lot for Star Wars.
He's iconic.
He's an iconic character, and he had like an iconic scene in Attack of the Clones. But I think there could have been more in terms of Jango Fett himself.
Yeah. Why are you laughing?
Is that just Anakin? Is that?
Stop! Are those just his?
Are you?
By the way, if you didn't know, Isabel made this. So
yeah, I made this. It's called the Star Wars Hotties tier list maker. I think with Anakin's abs, I do feel like his like actual like attractiveness probably did have like a large effect on the storyline because he was hot. Padme fell for him. So if his like looks weren't into play, like I don't think she would have gone for him. So because of that,
you know what? If she hadn't gone for him, he wouldn't have turned to the dark side. So it's his abs. It's all his abs' fault. Hashtag stop working out 2021.
It's actually, I'm going to put this here because it's not because it's indifferent. It's because it's both supreme and garbage. It caused the story that we know, but it caused the story that we know. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
I have a joke. Can you stand up?
Yeah.
Shivali.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm from?
No. Where are you from?
The island of Nunya. Nunya business.
I knew that. I knew you were gonna make that joke. Like the moment you said Shivali, I was like, oh, here we go.
Here we go. Okay, Jar Jar. Who wants to talk about Jar Jar?
He was a beloved character. Like, did he get bullied? Yeah. Did we bully him? Yeah. But in the end, we all love him dearly.
It was tough love.
Tough love. Exactly.
But I will say his character was revolutionary in the sense of like the actual like technology behind it, like having a full CG character.
Yeah, didn't he stop an entire war?
Yeah, and he stopped an entire war.
King.
And he was an outsider, and I think that like his whole story was like literally him being an outsider. Yeah. And it just shows that like audience members did not understand his storyline because they hated on him. But you know what? The people in the movie also hated on him because of his personality. You're literally doing the same thing. It's like the whole thing where like the love triangle in the Hunger Games was like propaganda, and then it caused actual shipping wars in real life, like between like in the fandom. It's the same situation.
And also, if it wasn't for Jar Jar, then Qui-Gon would have never had the iconic line, "The ability to speak does not make you intelligent."
Exactly. Where do you guys think?
I would say amazing or average, honestly. One of them.
Okay, I'm gonna put an average just because like
above Django. Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah, one of them stopped a war.
Because this is serious. This is serious. So
I might add like a good actually. Hold up.
Ew! It looks like Jar Jar has abs. What the heck? R2-D2 Supreme.
He had a whole personality.
Yeah.
And he did a bunch of stuff, and he helped out.
Why was R2-D2 in like the prequels like completely different from how it was represented in the original trilogies?
Well, because in the prequels you have Anakin taking care of R2-D2, so people probably like took away like his upgrades, and then we don't have Anakin to like fix him.
I literally, other than the joke, I don't care about him.
Yeah, like he kind of didn't do any. Like I can quote him: "Your thoughts dwell on your mother."
You know what? I can quote him as well. Okay, my name is Peanut M&M.
Wait! I can quote him too. Dies from cringe.
Shut up! That's a bean, you stupid.
I'm gonna actually put him in garbage because like I feel like he literally didn't do anything.
Yeah. Skunk! Skunk is literally going in bad. Like, I hate Skunk so much. Like, Palpatine, yeah, he was a rat, but he was also well written, so like
I feel like it's really hard to like actually figure out like what I think about Snoke, because like in some ways like it's like, oh, like it's cool because Snoke was the one that turned Kylo evil, right? Mm-hmm. So he did that manipulation, but no, because it was Palpatine controlling Snoke. So you're like, but who's Snoke? And then you're like, is he like a clone? Mm-hmm. A failed clone? Is he
like, you don't know like anything about him?
An alien? Like I'm just very confused, and at the same time, I literally don't care. Like I have no like desire to learn more about him. So I guess that just shows how compelling of a character he was not.
Well, you know, at least the sequels like created a new villain rather than just using Palpatine. Oh wait. I mean, you said it. Okay. Next one we have Yoda. For the lovers. Yoda's such an overhyped character. Everyone's always going raving about Yoda, but like he's kind of just, I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent about him, honestly. I didn't like Yoda, like his personality in the prequels, but like in the original trilogy, you do see like the training side of him, like he helps Luke and everything. Mentor. So yeah, I liked him a bit more.
But maybe that like, I like that you're able to see sort of like, I guess in the prequels, he's more so in a way arrogant or ignorant. Like even with like all of his like wiseness or wisdom in the original trilogy, you're able to see like how like, I guess like the regret from like his inability to like figure out who the master plan behind Palpatine before it was too late. In that sense, like I think that's really cool. Plus, like, you know, he gave us the most iconic line of all time.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Oh my god, beautiful. Thank you, Yoda.
Yeah, I always just thought Yoda and like R2-D2 and those characters would have more impact to the story. Mm-hmm. Like obviously they had a big impact, but like just the way that like we just knew about them and how they were like famous characters, I just thought there'd be more. Jar Jar did more than R2-D2 and fucking ended a war.
With Mace, I love Mace more than Yoda.
Yeah.
I like Mace because like he's very tough, like, and very stern, and he also he doesn't accept Anakin in a way. Like he's always like like you can tell he doesn't fully trust Anakin, and he didn't even want Anakin to be a Jedi in the first place. And like I don't know, I always felt like him as a character, he always pivoted the story in very interesting ways. Like,
I agree.
Without him, like the story would have been a lot more like plain. So I would put him
in amazing
above. I might actually put him in amazing. What do you guys think?
Yeah. So he can top Yoda. I mean, what?
What?
I didn't say anything.
We all know that Yoda was the top.
How? No. Wait, I'm gonna send a GIF. Okay. Hold on. This was Yoda topping Mace.
Oh my god. Literally.
Can you tell who the lion is and who the lamb is?
Oh
wait, here.
Wait, guys. This is Mace after he fell off the roof. You're sending the same gift. Oh, that's so good.
No.
Back to the story.
So lost.
I think I'm appreciating Mace Windu a lot more now. Thinking about his actual like effect. Also like the scene where like it was him versus Palpatine and Anakin. That was such a tense scene. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Next we have Rose.
I'm sorry. She's not garbage, but she's a badly written character because there was like nothing interesting about her.
I think the most interesting part of her was like her sister's death. But
yeah.
That's it. Like it was really cool to see like the actual like emotional impact and mental state of like the war, like because obviously there's death, and I feel like with the previous movies we didn't really deal with like the effects of the war, like like with Anakin, he lost his mother, but it wasn't directly due to the war. It was due to like the Outer Rim issues and like the chaos there.
Like I agree with that, but also I feel like if her character didn't exist, it would have like no change in the plot. You know, like obviously it was nice to see, like, I mean it wasn't nice, but you know, it was interesting to see the perspective of someone who lost a family member because of the war. But I don't know, I just feel like the plot could have gone on even without like that character.
I feel like she didn't really have an effect on Finn. Like I'm trying to think, and like I think that if she hadn't been in the story, Finn still would have had the same story arc.
Well, I mean, she did save Finn from like sacrificing himself, you know?
Oh, true.
But at the same time, I feel like that could have been an interesting end for Finn, like because he was a stormtrooper, but then he sacrificed himself like to help the people who were against the stormtroopers.
So are we putting her in average or indifferent?
Indifferent.
Here, I'll put her in front of Anakin. Yeah. Oh my god. Hey.
Stop. Hey. Oh my god.
BB-8. He was a cutie, but
where's Kylie?
I feel like Kylie?
Sorry, my dad came in.
Oh, okay. I thought you like disconnected.
What's your take on
I don't care about BB-8.
Like, I feel like in the first story, in the first movie that he was in, with Bill Hader, he was obviously more relevant, but I feel like he was like very important to the plot because he's what connected like Rey to Finn. So
yeah,
I'll put him
in average.
Average.
Yeah. After Jar Jar. Damn, BB-8, you got that bod.
Oh my god.
That's why you wanted him after Jar Jar.
No.
Yeah. Don't care about Hux.
Yeah, and then I feel like he was badly written, honestly, because wait, why is bad first? Wait.
What the heck? Now you messing it up.
No one saw that.
No one saw that, don't worry.
With like him, because like I feel like in the first movie he had a lot of merit, like he was threatening and stuff, and then in the second movie he was a joke, right? Like he was the butt of all the jokes, and he was like the, what is it called? Like when you're the character, the comic relief.
Yeah.
And then in the last movie, he's like a spy.
If they put like indications of him being like possibly like being sus or like being a spy or something like that, that would have been really like cool. But then it just came out of nowhere.
If it was more consistent. But the thing is, like, I can understand his storyline, right? Because like in the first one, he's like trying to, you know, he's like simping for Snoke, right? Like he wants to be the next Snoke, but like he's kind of got this rivalry with Kylo. In the second movie, Snoke dies, so now there's like that rivalry comes more, like you're expecting that rivalry to heighten, and you see Hux try to kill Kylo, but then nothing comes about it because like Kylo's like, I'm gonna be the next Supreme Leader, and then Hux is like, oh, okay. And then in the next movie, he's suddenly a spy.
The thing is, like, we don't even know when he becomes the spy. Like, in the first movie, is he already a spy, or does he like change after he realizes that he can't? I don't know. Like, what makes him change? Why is he in the good side? Like, I don't know.
Because I think what he said was like, I don't care who wins as long as Kylo loses, something like that. Like, so like he just hates Kylo. You know what? I'm gonna put him in front of her, actually.
Okay. Like, does he change? Does his character change like after he becomes? I mean, after Kylo defeats. What am I saying? After the first sequel movie, does he change after that, or has he always been good? Like, they don't explain that.
Okay, C-3PO, kind of annoying, not gonna lie. He's the glue holding the group together, I feel like, honestly. But he's also a weight on everyone. He can't run, he can't do anything. And I guess that creates dynamic situations. But like, I feel like R2 is a lot more important than C-3PO. Like,
I'm very indifferent about C-3PO. Like, I don't really have an opinion.
Where do you want to put him? You can decide.
What do you think, Kylie?
I do not care. I don't have an opinion on C-3PO.
Yeah, we can just put him in indifferent.
Like, I just didn't pay as much attention to him.
Like, I'm trying to think of like what he actually did to the story, and in the prequels he didn't really do anything. In the original trilogy, it was really just like R2 the entire time, you know.
Didn't he find? Never mind. Huh.
Literally, what did C-3PO do?
This ranking harder for me because there are just certain characters I didn't pay much attention to. Like C-3PO. A lot of the characters we went over.
I'm gonna put him there. Does this feel right to y'all?
No.
Do you want to put him at the top of indifferent?
I think yeah, at the top.
I like him better than Hux.
We're ranking through a mix of things, like how much we like them, their impact on the story, their writing, and just like the character itself, like personality and stuff. Okay, Palpatine is next.
Oh my god, I hated him so much, but he was well written. They showed him like being a very manipulative character, and like that was like, it was shown well.
I feel like honestly Supreme, and the acting was also so good. I feel like right
Supreme
now
and Supreme Leader.
Supreme Leader.
Chewbacca indifferent.
Yeah, Chewbacca, I honestly I know some people love Chewbacca. I'm indifferent.
I just don't remember what Chewbacca did for the story.
So let me. I'm searching. Like, what did Chewbacca?
Yeah, I feel like Chewbacca's girlfriend did more.
Not Chewbacca's girlfriend.
Stop!
Like, think
the
about
old lady.
Yeah.
Bro.
Rango.
Right.
I don't get no.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Not a bad character though. I think it's just indifferent. No, better than Hux. Hux is ugly.
Qui-Gon. I kind of love Qui-Gon.
Yeah,
I love Qui-Gon.
He was really the main character of Phantom Menace, right? And he was so cool. And he was a hottie, and he found Anakin, sacrificed himself.
He was such an important character in this like entire what's it called, franchise. Like, if he hadn't died, I don't think Anakin would have turned to the dark side.
Do you want to put him in Amazing?
Yeah. Amazing or Supreme?
I'm not gonna put him in Supreme just because like I think we could have seen more of him.
Yeah, that's true.
But I love seeing him like stand up against the council, and like even Obi-Wan told him like, if you didn't stand up against the council so often, like you would be on the council yourself. And then but like he didn't care about rankings and stuff. He cared about like the actual balance and like the prophecy and all that. And he's hottie. Next we have
Darth Maul. Darth Maul's a hottie to me, but I didn't really care much for him. He was just the bad guy in one movie.
I think with Darth Maul, like it's very intentional that you never learn anything about him, because he's very much like just a pawn in like the greater game. Like he's just like being used by Palpatine to further Palpatine's means. And in that sense, like I think it's really cool that like he's very much a blank slate. But
I didn't really care. Like I wasn't sad when he got chopped in half.
Yeah, like above Hux, but
I feel like I put him in average, honestly.
Average, yeah.
Because he did have like a really big impact on the story, given that like
he killed Qui-Gon.
He killed Qui-Gon, and then 2, Obi-Wan was able to kill him, a Sith, showing how powerful Obi-Wan can be.
Wait, why is R2-D2 Supreme again?
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of high.
Yeah,
okay,
maybe good.
Put him in. Okay. Wow, that hurts.
Like, did he do a lot? Yes. But did he do everything? No, because I feel like there was also like with R2-D2 some inconsistencies, you know, throughout the trilogies. He kind of seems a little different in the original trilogy compared to the prequels. Like there could have been more cohesiveness.
Well, that's because he's a robot. Didn't he get upgrades?
No, but like he never got his memories wiped.
No. Literally don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Redeemed Vader.
Wait, was that the sock guy?
Yeah, the sock guy.
Yeah, that was sock.
If you guys want to know who he is, watch our reaction to episode 3.
Yeah.
Redeemed Vader, I would say in
high good.
I was gonna say good. High good.
High good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not above Yoda, because Yoda was a lot more developed. But I feel like this is a good placement. Like he was able to say what he wanted to, and he did his job after he was redeemed, like with his like final goodbye with Luke.
What the fuck is that?
This is Leia's hand as she flies through space.
Stop! That was some bullshit.
Garbage.
Yeah, Lando. I literally did not care about Lando.
I love.
He was fun.
I liked Lando. I liked Lando having a little betrayal, but not really having bad like intentions.
Yeah, in the last movie, he became like not that relevant, but he was relevant in the second one.
I'd put him in at least average.
Yeah, because like you couldn't tell like if he was good or not.
Yeah, and that was kind of like whoa.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're gonna.
Oh my God, Darth Maul! Hey.
Darth Maul. Oh.
He got ass.
Shut up. Okay, Princess Leia.
I think Leia's amazing.
I love Leia.
But I like Leia more than I like Padme. So where would you put Padme?
Here, we can do Padme right now, actually. Yeah. I feel like in the first movie, she was so smart and so cunning, right? Because she was like the queen. And then in the second movie, she needs to be protected and she's more like a damsel. But at the same time, I do think that, I don't know.
Wasn't there a part where she like fought along with Anakin though? Like the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And I do think like with George Lucas, he is like pretty good at having like really strong female characters in the sense that like with Princess Leia, like she was very much like at the time, like in the 70s, I guess like a lot of female characters were very, very like damsel in distressy type characters. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have like a quippy, like teen girl. She's not like your typical female character, especially like at that time. But with Padme, I feel like with each movie as it progressed, she became more and more like an imitation of her previous self. Like, and like I guess like it makes sense. Like, or by the end of the trilogy, she's pregnant. Like, what else can she do? But like, she was just so strong in the first movie.
So I'm pretty indifferent about Padme. Like, I think the only reason I was sad about her death was because of the impact it had on Anakin and Obi-Wan and, you know, all those people.
If I was just rating, like, the first movie, Padme, it would be, like, much higher. But because of the inconsistencies and I guess, like, the decline in her character, it would have to go...
She was just more... What's it called? Put on the side?
Back
like,
burner.
what's the... Yeah, back burner.
I guess. Maybe... Oh, hey. There. Because I think Jar Jar was more consistent than Padme. Leia, she was consistent all the way through.
Yeah, I would have loved to see her like using the Force more. Like I would have loved to see like her using the Force to fight and stuff like that, like Luke. But like I don't know. It just never happened.
Han Solo.
I think Han was like a good character.
Yeah, he's good.
Like, I love Han. I would put him in Supreme, but this is like mixed of all of our opinions. So we can put him in like high good.
High good.
Yeah.
Definitely cared about him more than Yoda.
Yeah. And like he served the plot, but like I feel like he didn't really add a ton. Like
his character didn't change a lot. He didn't have a character development.
Change a lot.
You know.
He just had his trauma from being turned into concrete.
You mean Hershey's bar?
Yeah, Hershey's bar.
Obi-Wan.
I love Obi-Wan so much.
Obi-Wan.
The most interesting thing I find about him is that he was taught by Qui-Gon, and Qui-Gon was someone who didn't really go by the book. But then and he probably, if he followed Qui-Gon's steps in teaching Anakin probably would have turned out a lot better and felt a lot more free under Obi-Wan. But I feel like a part of Obi-Wan, he wanted that, but he also just wanted to be a good Jedi and follow the rules. And that's what ended up hindering like his relationship with Anakin.
What I read, I'm not sure how true this is, but like when Obi-Wan was like a Padawan, he was very much he was behind. Like he was not like instantly talented. Like he was really behind in his studies and in his skills. And then two, he was very rebellious as a Padawan. And like obviously, like it shows because like with Satine, like he literally had like a girlfriend. Like that's crazy. And I don't know what was it about him that made him just snap and then go by the books all of a sudden.
Qui-Gon's death.
Maybe it was Qui-Gon's death. Maybe he wanted to fulfill the promise he made to Qui-Gon, that he'll train the boy. But he
didn't realize that he needed to train him in a specific way rather than the pure Jedi way.
It wasn't necessarily that he needed to train Anakin in a specific way. I think it was more so just accepting Anakin and not expecting him to be your typical Jedi, because he isn't. He got trained far later compared to any other Jedi, and he had previous attachments that he will never be able to get rid of because he doesn't have that same foundation that all the other people.
But I guess what I mean, he had to teach him a certain ways. I meant he had to accommodate to that. And I feel Qui-Gon probably would have done that better, you know, because he understood it better. Well, when he initially met Anakin, he was like, "What is this pathetic life form?"
And I think with Anakin anyway, Anakin, what he needed was a parental figure in his life, and with Obi-Wan, he was never gonna get that. Obi-Wan was always gonna be a brother to him, I think, more so than a father.
For me, I don't know how obviously I love Obi-Wan's character, but there are some things about him which I don't like, but overall I think he's a very, very well-written character. And thinking back to what Isabel said about him being rebellious as a Padawan, that would be very unexpected considering how he's so by the rules and stuff that. So that was the thing that I didn't like about him, that he was so by the book. He was so would you the word isn't arrogant, but he was just so stuck on those rules, and that had an impact on Anakin as well. And obviously I'm not saying that Obi-Wan was the entire reason that Anakin turned to the dark side, but then Obi-Wan lost hope in Anakin, and I have very mixed feelings about his character.
You can like a character but not agree with their actions.
Yeah.
So where would you put him, Shivali? You get to pick.
I would put him in Amazing. He's a very, very well-written character.
He's got a lot of facets to him.
Yeah. I would put him before Leia, at the top.
Luke. He, I feel was an inconsistent character, because you see him and he's very much a hopeful character in the original trilogy, and then in the sequel trilogy he's not hopeful at all, even though he's the actual symbol of hope. He is gonna have a couple of points knocked down just because I feel his character trajectory did not fit what I think should have been.
We don't talk about the sequels.
But we have to consider the sequels.
If it was just the original trilogy, then I feel I would put him in Supreme, because his character was he was such a gem.
His character was so good.
I would put him after Obi-Wan, I think. His
he deserves to be here. But then I think about what he did to Kylo, and I'm like, wait,
no,
there. And now you're putting...
sorry, there.
Shut up.
No.
Like, it was just the inconsistencies with the sequels. It taints a big part of his character, which has always been like very much like seeing the light in people.
I was also taking original trilogy Obi-Wan into consideration when I was talking about Obi-Wan, because obviously I know that the prequels came after the original trilogy, but like we didn't see him like show any emotions when he was fighting Vader, his Padawan. It was just yeah. And then he just died. Like he disappeared. Like what the heck?
You would expect there to be more confrontation.
Yeah.
Like more emotional.
More talking, less fighting.
Here, I think maybe we can excuse like that part just because it was written out of order.
We don't.
But like with Luke, we can't
because that was written in order. Like if I had to rate these characters by just how much I like them, like Obi-Wan and like Anakin would just be at the top because I just like their characters a lot.
Okay, Rey.
Rey. She's kind of just garbage.
She's just boring.
She's not garbage. There's
just, nothing interesting about her.
I liked her potential, like her backstory, her not knowing where she comes from, her not knowing who her family is, and her wanting to find her family, right? Like that's her whole like goal, to find a family, right? And then she gets sucked into this world, and she finds her family, but it doesn't really feel like she found a family, because in the second movie she doesn't even like connect with them. Like you don't even see her with Finn at all in the second movie until like the very, very, very end.
I understood like how they were trying to show Rey's character, because what they were trying to do was like, oh, she doesn't have like a family, right? But then she meets these people along like her adventure of finding a family, and at the end she realizes that she already found like her quote unquote family, because you don't have to be related, like found family kind of thing, right? Like they wanted to kind of show that even after she finds out that she's what's it called, a Palpatine, she still thinks of her as part of like Finn and Poe and like Luke, Leia, all these people that she found on her way. But they didn't show that, they didn't execute that, they didn't like, there was no I mean there was some connection, but we didn't get to see all of it, her and Poe, like there was nothing between her and Poe.
I feel like with the sequels it's an issue of like telling instead of showing. You gotta show, not tell, or something, where you gotta work on showing the reader like that a character is a certain way, rather than just saying that they're like, oh yeah, they're a bad guy. And it's like, well, why are they a bad guy? What about them? What makes them bad? What is the bad thing they did? Why does everybody hate them? Like, that kind of thing.
What I did like about her character, I think it's The Last Jedi. I know, whoa. She's again like trying to figure out who she is, right? She wants to know her identity, and she goes looking for her identity in different means. Like she goes to Luke Skywalker for it, but then she also looks at Kylo Ren for her identity, and she's just trying to figure out who she is. And that's really cool, like her like looking at both sides, like both four sides. But I feel like it could have been done better, because apart from like that storyline, like what does she really have? Okay, Kylie, where would you put her?
I don't want to put her in garbage. Like I said earlier, just like, oh, garbage or whatever, but like she's not like a bad character. Like I don't know, either indifferent or like, I think maybe indifferent, like around Hux level.
Hux level.
I was just thinking like, I feel like I would have put her in bad, just because, oh my god, who the fuck is calling me? Sorry, I'm gonna turn off my phone. Okay, bad, not because like her backstory was interesting, but like she was not written well, and I don't know, like it's fine.
She's like a mix between the two.
Because like I don't think that she's on this level.
Yeah, no.
I liked Finn a lot, very compelling, but then they didn't establish a compelling story afterwards. His premise was compelling, but not the rest.
I think it's similar to Padme's situation.
Padme.
Like I liked Finn, but the sequels didn't.
Yeah.
I think I would put him in the same place as Padme.
Yeah. Okay, Poe.
Indifferent, honestly.
Indifferent, yeah, honestly.
Like, what did he do?
I liked him, but I didn't really care for his storyline.
It's so hard to remember what happened in the sequels.
Yeah, in the second one, it was like the whole thing where he staged a coup on the ship. Sorry, it can be before Hux, I guess. You know what? I feel like Padme.
What was Padme's big internal conflict or character development? You know, it's because like I feel like maybe later on she was a bit more of just a plot device to Anakin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I meant with like she got watered down with each movie because like in the first one she's so relevant. You could argue that she's like even the main character. She was definitely the female lead of the first movie, and then Qui-Gon was the male lead. And then in the second one, it was more so a love story, and a love story is fine. Like you don't.
Love story doesn't make a character weak, but
you don't always need an internal conflict because with the internal conflict, you're getting that from Anakin. I guess her internal conflict was her trying to decide between her political like career versus her desire for love.
I think we can all agree that in episode 3, the male lead was Anakin and the female lead was Obi-Wan.
Yes. Like I feel like in the last movie, it was very much her not in control of anything, and then seeing everything around her changing, and then that's what she had to deal with, everything changing but her being the same.
But how much was that highlighted? Was there a single scene where it was just her?
Yeah, it's literally like there's no dialogue at all, and it's like a 3-minute scene with just her the song playing and her just out. Yeah, let me try and find it.
The fuck?
I don't
literally have
that.
Zero recollection.
Yeah.
Ruminations. There, it's called Padme's Ruminations. Wait, here. I'm gonna read this comment. This scene may be one of the best in the entire series, let alone the prequels. You can visibly see Anakin give in to Palpatine and prepare to reject all of his principles. It also adds a layer of emotional depth to the Anakin-Padme relationship as they look to each other across the distance. Is better written than any of the dialogue. You got everything you need to know, and the emotions you're supposed to feel are there in the actor's eyes and music. The amazing piece of cinema. Kylo Ren. Oh my god.
Garbage.
He's not garbage.
No, I'm joking. I think Kylo's character was probably my favorite one from the sequels.
Yeah. I think he had the most consistency.
I love that you could actually see like the internal conflict that he was struggling with, like between the good and the dark. And I love his lightsaber and the fact that like did we ever learn in the movies that it's like his lightsaber looks like that because his kyber crystal cracked because when he was bleeding it, he turned to the light for just a second and then that fractured the crystal. We never learned that in the movies, but I know that, and that's a really cool fact, and that just makes me like him even more. I would definitely at least put him in good.
Yeah. I would no,
like maybe even amazing, honestly, because he was.
You're gonna put him over Luke and Han Solo?
Okay, definitely over Luke, because with Luke, remember, we're considering like sequels. Han didn't really do anything. I would honestly put him in amazing.
There.
Okay, Darth Vader
Supreme.
I think he's Supreme, or at the very least amazing.
I think. Wait, would Anakin be Supreme or would Darth Vader be?
Or both. They're both really good characters. Like I love that. Like Darth Vader, like he's this huge, like daunting figure, but he's not even at the top of the ranks.
I feel in order for Anakin / Darth Vader to be supreme, you have to put characters together because you have to consider his entire like character development.
We're gonna put them
one in supreme. You have to put the other with it.
Yeah, I feel like we were pretty fair with our rankings. Like we didn't let like nostalgia or like our likings for characters like affect our judgment
too much
stuff. Like
you say while Anakin is at the top. No, I'm kidding. Anakin's character is.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you know about this Thursday?
What's this Thursday?
Well, this Thursday you're gonna be thirsty for these nuts.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you guys for watching,
and we'll see you later. Let us know if you agree in the comments and what your opinions are.
Yeah.
Let us know who you would put in Supreme.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.